Hi, this is Dallas Froome with my case study for AEP858 of summer 2020. So summarizing the case. Mr. Rhodes is a first-year principal at Golden Oak High School, serving 960 students in grades 9 through 12. The student body is a mixture of social classes, it's becoming more diverse, and parents commute 1 to 2 hours to work every day in a near metropolitan area. Football is the dominant sport in the community. The school has a low teacher turnover rate, most teachers being there at least 10 years. Last year, Golden Oak had the lowest percentage of student attendance among the district. The superintendent, Dr. Newman, wants Mr. Rhodes to focus on the attendance problem. He described district policy on attendance and wants Rhodes to work closely with social services and the juvenile court system to remedy attendance problems. The case highlighted 5 students with attendance issues. The first is Karen, an 11th grader. In previous years, she received A's and B's and was part of the National Honor Society. Teachers report that her quality of work is decreasing while her absences are increasing. She was married this past year with no meeting from the counselor, even though parents contacted the counselor for a conference. She misses Mondays and Fridays and missed a midterm as well. Tyrone is a 10th grader in the honors program. He missed 14 days this past semester, only making average progress. He was excused for 5 days on 2 different occasions by his parents, stating that the trips were going to be educational. These were approved by a teacher only. Christina is a 9th grader. She missed 4 days in a row 3 different times in the semester. Her minister asked that she be excused to attend church meetings out of town, but he provided no dates or locations. This was approved by a teacher only. She missed 2 algebra exams, and the teacher requested a parent conference. She earned C's and D's. Carl is a 10th grader taking vocational classes in the afternoon, so he's absent from school. He was referred to a truant officer. Parents do not see attendance as important and think it's okay if he doesn't graduate. John is an 11th grader. He's the quarterback of the football team. He suffered an injury and attends physical therapy during school hours twice a week. The athletic director requested that John go home on Friday afternoons to rest for football games. The AD has been there for 10 years and has 5 state championships. Teachers have not reported John's absences. Finally, Mr. Rhodes wants to establish a school culture that values attendance and understands the relationship between achievement and attendance. So legal and ethical issues. Legal issues includes parens patriae, which is the power of the state to intervene. Compulsory education requires parents to have their children enrolled and attend school for a designated time period. This holds parents accountable for truant students. Truant students can lead to chronic absenteeism. This includes excused and unexcused absences. Ethical issues. The counselors are not addressing parent concerns or teacher concerns. The athletic director and other school officials are excusing absences for their own gain. Some parents are deeming absences as educational, while some do not value it at all. Teachers are excusing absences without valid reason, and attendance can be excused by any personnel in the school. So my summary is that school attendance is not a priority to the teachers, students, and parents at Golden Oak High School. Every day counts. The people in this case include Superintendent Dr. Newman, Principal Mr. Rhodes, teachers who have a low turnover rate, counselors, athletic director, the students, the student body, specifically the 5 identified in this case, parents who are working often, and then a diverse student body. Place is the school district, Golden Oak High School. There's a diverse community becoming more diverse, and it includes lower to upper class citizens. It's in a suburban area outside of a metropolitan area that provides jobs. Some have a 1 to 2 hour commute every day. The program is a public education program, general education, serving grades 9 through 12. Attendance in relation to academics does not seem to be a priority to teachers, parents, or students. So, prioritize the information. Lower attendance rates will result in decreasing academic achievement, not benefiting the community. So students and community need to realize that their success in school directly relates to their success in the community in the future. The current situation could result in less funding, thus possibly making the situation worse. A decision made to change this issue could upset teachers, parents, students, community members, etc., and could hurt the relationship between them and administrators. A change of school climate, whether a decision is received positively or negatively, if it's not received, the climate could change for the worse. If it is, the climate could change for the better. Students need to adjust to climate changes, and teachers need to support this change. So what can I learn more about this situation? Why does the principal not sign off on absences? Is there an attendance officer, and who is in charge of enforcing these attendance rules, laws, and policies? Is anyone in charge? Did the previous principal do anything about this situation? If he did, how did the solution go over, and how was it received by teachers, students, parents? What is the actual attendance data for the whole school? So the case only highlights 5 students while the school holds 965. So I would like to know the data for the rest of the school as well. Do I know enough to make a decision? Well, I need to know teacher perceptions and parent and student perceptions on the situation as well. Is there district policy? What is it, and what does the board think about this situation? Is it the first time they've addressed this issue, or have they addressed it before and not been successful? Does the school have a process in place to help solve this problem, or will I need to develop a process to come up with a solution? So my options. Option 1. I can acknowledge that there's an issue but take no action and push it to the side. Option 2. I can collect and analyze student learning and attendance data, present this information to the board and teachers to inform them, and then form a plan with teachers to enforce attendance policy on students. So this is a little more involved than option 1, but I don't think it will get anything done. Option 3. Collect and analyze data with a team, present this information to board, teachers, and staff, and reflect on the issues together. Then present these issues to parents and allow them to be a part of the solution. Show them the positive effect attendance has on achievement as well as the negative effect. Form a team that will develop a process or better the process that's already in place to follow the attendance policy. Form a team to develop school culture and climate regarding attendance, and work with community members to encourage student attendance. So evaluating my options. Option 1, pros. It acknowledges the issue and is taking the easy way out. Cons of option 1 is that it solves nothing. Attendance will continue to decline as well as academic achievement, and it's not doing what the superintendent asked of me. Option 2, pros. The issue is acknowledged and presented to those higher up. It informs teachers on the issue, and it begins to form a plan. Cons, it does not involve all stakeholders to really make a difference. There's no climate change in the school. I would be working alone and possibly against others. The plan won't last long, thus falling back into the low achievement attendance cycle. Option 3, data is used to inform, analyze, and reflect on issues involving all stakeholders. Students, parents, and community members are a part of the solution. I form teams to develop policy, climate change, and work together. Cons, if this is done incorrectly or without concern for others, it can damage relationships. So I believe that the best option is option 3. It involves myself, the superintendent and board, teachers and staff, parents, and students. It gains all their perspectives to make the best decision for all. This decision promotes the involvement of parents in their child's education, which is vital. Community members are informed of the information and shown how to advocate for school attendance. This option uses data to inform and make equitable decisions. So it uses all forms of data: student learning, perceptions, demographics, and processes. The formed policy will hold teachers, staff, students, and parents accountable for attendance. This plan works with others rather than against them, providing structure, empowering them, creating trust, and promoting collaboration. So to implement my decision, step 1, I would develop a team of teachers from departments in the school to get a wide range of ideas. Include counselors and other admin to collect and analyze data on attendance and learning. So this is student learning data. Present these findings to teachers, staff, and the board. Reflect and analyze together. Step 2, present the information to parents, showing the effect attendance has on achievement. So you could present this information in a meeting, an informal meeting after school, emails, packets sent home. And then gather those parents' perceptions and demographic data through surveys. So you could hand out surveys during a meeting. You could send them home. You could do it electronically. And then gather demographic data from the school from the data that the school has. Work with parents to increase student attendance. Get their ideas on what they feel would work best. Step 3, form a team of teachers, admin, and parents to develop a school-wide policy on attendance. Communicate this policy to all teachers, staff, the board, parents, and students. Discuss with counselors and the athletic director your concerns, how they hold students accountable, and how they will follow this attendance policy. Step 4, form a team to develop a plan to change school culture and climate regarding the importance of attendance. Highlight the positives, but make note of the consequences as well. I believe that students should be involved in the development of school culture. They have direct relations with all the students in the school. They can sway their peers in ways that teachers can't. Step 5, communicate to the community the importance of student attendance in school. So if our students succeed, our community succeeds. Work with supporting businesses to encourage and support students. So this could be as simple as asking businesses to ask students how school is going, encourage them to attend when they come into their business. And finally, step 6, continuously work with teachers and staff to ensure they're following school policy. Continuously create a positive environment that encourages attendance and participation by students and parents. Stay connected with community members to encourage and support students. So if the solution works, once it works, do not forget the issue. Keep working with everyone involved to ensure that student attendance is high. So possible consequences of my decision. Positives, teachers and staffs could appreciate the leadership and follow the policy, along with creating a school climate that rewards attendance. Students and parents will get on board with the policy, and attendance rates, along with academic achievement, will increase. The community will value education and see it as a benefit to society, encouraging students to succeed. Possible negative consequences. Teachers and staff will not like the change, and some may choose to leave. They could not support the policy, and attendance rates, along with academic achievement, will continue to decline. The school culture and climate, along with students, parents, and community, will continue to be one that doesn't find attendance important, thus affecting the whole school negatively. So my plan B, if my solution is not taken well, is to begin working on the issue with just admin in the school and those that work directly with attendance. Involve the board in my data finding and solutions. Continue to monitor teachers, counselors, and others so I know they are following current school policy. Make sure an administrator signs off on all absent requests before giving approval. Communicate with individual parents of absent students, why students are absent and what the school can do to get them in class. So if you notice a student is absent for a few days in a row, make a phone call home or send an email to let the parents know you're concerned. And enforce stricter policies and consequences for unexcused absences, and make clear what constitutes an excused absence. And you have to make this clear to teachers, parents, and students. Make sure there are no gray lines. And finally, do not let this issue be forgotten so that it doesn't pop up again.